Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Revenge Reviews. It has been a few weeks, and, I gotta say, I'm actually really happy about this show. One, there's a lot of movie news. Two, the movie we watched was actually shit we could talk about instead of saying, it's not funny.
Yeah, like what are you happy about? We watched Double Team.
I'll get into it when we go into the actual review, but I I don't know, I'll save it.
God damn you. Let's just start with the news. Alright, so I think we should have a little section where it's just called WB, what are you doing?
That seems to be the running theme.
There's some stuff that I don't have us talk about only because I feel like it's gonna get contradicted next week.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we'll just talk about some of this stuff. The Joker spinoff.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
I didn't know there was two of them.
As of right now, the plan is to do a Joker Harley movie with Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. That's going to be a continuation of Suicide Squad, I guess. And then there's going to be the Joker origin movie, produced, not directed, by Martin Scorsese that takes place in the 80s.
What are you doing, WB?
WB, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't... in the 80s. So it's going to have no connection to anything that they're doing.
Right.
Which would make the Joker, I don't know, easily 50 years old.
Well, it's not connected to this new Joker.
So it's just a standalone Joker movie?
Yeah.
Why?
Money, 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 money!
Why on earth would they do that?
It's obvious. Joker will make money.
But will he make money by himself?
Yes.
Will he?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate that idea. But here's my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, one, they're only doing it because, Logan and Deadpool are doing pretty well.
Oh.
So they're let's make our own little standalone thing.
Yeah, because in WB's eyes, Deadpool and Logan are the same movie.
You know what I mean, though.
No, I know what you mean.
Standalone, separate thing is profitable.
Rated R means it's good.
It will probably be rated R. I mean, it would have to be, right?
I don't understand, did WB watch Deadpool and Logan? They are completely different movies.
Well, they didn't say because of Deadpool and Logan. That's just what I'm assuming.
I mean,
anyway.
I say that because I know that that's been a topic of conversation with them.
Right. I kind of think that they're trying to do these spin-off movies because I think they're trying to secretly backdoor restart things. You know what I mean? I think it'll be easy for them to make little standalone movies, and then if one of them takes off really well, they'll be like, okay, well, this is our new DC universe.
Fucking gotta do something.
But I don't hate the idea of standalones. I kind of like that idea because I do not care about the DCEU right now. I'll watch Justice League, but I have no care about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If when Martin Scorsese says he's producing it, I have a feeling that he'll have quite a bit of creative input. If they made a Joker movie that was a straight up gangster film, an hour and 40 minutes of Jack Napier's sort of thing, I'd be fine with that. I just question where WB's gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't trust WB at all to not mess it up.
No.
But as an idea, I don't hate a standalone movie, especially because, like I said, I'm so not into the DCEU. Like, I'm fine with them if they can make like just one movie that I really really like. I'd be cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, a Joker origin story, and I don't know if they flat out said it's going to be an origin, but I kind of have a feeling that's where they'll go with it. I don't need to see that. I don't know.
Yeah, like I was actually reading this article because some news person, I'm not going to say the name, said, the Red Hood origin is like the definitive origin. Like, when it comes to the Joker, I don't need an origin. Like, that to me, that's kind of missing the point.
Right.
Like, ambiguous origins are kind of, part of what makes him cool, because he's an unreliable narrator.
Mm-hmm.
And giving him a definitive would be like sort of taking the mystery away. Not that, like, the mystery is what makes him cool. It's just, I don't need to know where the bad guy came from.
Right. But at the same time, I mean, I like 89 Batman, and that is an origin for Joker.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying it can't work.
Yeah, I mean, really, at this point, WB needs a big win. I mean, besides Wonder Woman.
I was going to say, they had Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they need two in order to be like, okay, I see what you guys are going after now.
Did you see that yet?
No, it's not on Netflix or anything like that.
It's not on home release yet.
Right.
Oh.
I will watch. I will.
It was good.
I was going to, but I just didn't have the time.
All right.
Nor the money.
So the Blade Runner spot. What'd you think?
I have a couple of things on this. One, I don't like the trend of doing an old thing and just making a sequel of it, like, 30 years later. I
Name 3 times that didn't work.
Name me 87 movies that have done that. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, give me something new. I'm not it looks closer to an action movie than it does like a noir film, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that's kind of why I like Blade Runner, because it's sort of like a detective noir movie that just takes place in a sci-fi future. But I will say, I do like me some, charming, eye-gazing. That dude's pretty awesome.
I want to see it. I don't know what you're talking about. I think this looks really good.
I mean, I'm reserving my judgment, but those are the points based on my trailer.
The only thing that is the only thing that's keeping me from really getting into it, right, is I'm not super into Ryan Gosling.
I don't blame you. I like him, but I don't blame you.
The best thing that I like him, I like Drive. That's a good movie. And I really like him in The Nice Guys.
Oh yeah.
But other than The Nice Guys, he's always kind of just the same.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really act. He's acting by non-acting.
Exactly. Okay, you watch Red Letter Media, right?
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen they made a video where they're kind of making fun of the fact that throughout all the Blade Runner trailers, Ryan Gosling is just dead-faced the whole time. And he has no reaction. In the video, someone is yelling direction at him, okay, look really surprised at what you just saw, and he makes the same face and goes bah!
I haven't seen that.
It's not him, it's someone else submitting a test footage. But it's really funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's totally true.
I think huh?
He does just look stone-faced throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, apart from The Nice Guys, I can't remember. Let's see. There was The Nice Guys, the Big Short, and apart from that, I can't really recall anything where he didn't play a tree.
I forgot him being in The Big Short. I've only seen that movie once though.
I've seen it a few times. It's pretty. It's still good on a rewatch.
Yeah, I didn't like it the first time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So there you go. But and also I don't need Harrison Ford in it.
I don't either. I do not either.
Like, everyone is like super into the idea of him being a replicant or not.
No,
though,
that
like,
is not. That is not.
the,
Makes sense for the ending.
What?
That does not make sense for the ending. God damn it.
I know, but
why are people into that ending?
He probably will be, right? I mean, I'm guessing he will be in this movie.
Dude, I don't trust Ridley Scott anymore.
Well, he's just a producer. He's not directing it.
He didn't direct. I thought he was directing it. Well,
no, it's Denis Villeneuve, the guy who did Arrival, which is really good.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that.
It's good, but yeah, he's not directing it, so I have a little bit more faith in it because I don't trust him at all. I mean, yeah, he made The Martian, which I liked. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw it. Did you see it? Could have sworn we talked about it.
Nah.
For those who don't know, that's a running gag for since me and Christian watched The Martian. Yeah, and he drove me insane with the same question of, did we watch it? Yes, we fucking watched it. I was sitting right next to you. You were?
But, yeah, I think the TV spot looks great, and I think all the cast looks good, except, like I said, I think Harrison Ford will probably be good in it. I just didn't need him back.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Ryan Gosling will be fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna suck.
Right.
Did you see La La Land?
I have no desire to watch La La Land.
You know, I really liked it when I first saw it, but I don't ever think I want to watch it again.
I've seen quite a few of those.
But I thought it was fine. I mean, I thought he was fine in it, but that's beside the point. Okay, so your favorite movie is getting a sequel and is coming to theaters soon. I don't know why I thought to write this down, but Super Troopers 2.
I don't. Again with the trends of sequels to old movies.
Did you even like the first one?
Yeah, I mean, I like it fine. I watch it, every once in a while. I mean, I don't love it.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple
It's fine.
times.
It's funny.
Other than the meow scene, I don't remember anything about it, really. I've seen it like 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Beer Fest to me is their funniest, but Slammin' Salmon's their best.
I like Beer Fest a lot. Slammin' Salmon I've seen parts of. I don't remember it that well, but I do like Beer Fest.
Yeah, I mean, that one's really funny. It's like a stoner movie, except where everyone's just piss drunk.
Well, even if you don't like drink
Right.
or smoke, which I don't,
Right.
but it's just a funny movie.
Yeah.
Parodying sports type movies
Yeah.
and training stuff. It's just a funny movie.
Right.
So you don't care about this? You're not gonna watch it?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, I guess, but I'm not gonna pay for it.
Did you see Joe Dirt 2?
No. No.
Just so you know, like, when a parent tells you, like, I'm gonna beat you for this, not now, but at some point a beating is coming to build a fear in you, we will watch Joe Dirt 2 at some point on this.
God damn it.
Just keep that in your head.
Ugh.
Alright, we just have a couple more stories. So, okay, Star Wars. You're more into it than I am.
I'm
like
starting
the
to
movies.
check out, to be honest with you.
What?
I'm starting to check out, to be honest with you.
I don't like. I like The Force Awakens. I thought
Yeah.
Rogue One was okay. But
See-
I like the movies. I'm looking forward to The Last Jedi.
See, here, I mean, I still like The Force Awakens. I don't love it, and
I
ever
think it's
since,
pretty good.
huh?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. But I don't love it. So ever since me and you talked about Rogue One, I just went, holy shit! It's just big flashy colors on the screen, and I just fell for it. And I watched it again, and I just fucking hated it.
I'm glad I could do that.
Like, I just hated it. I'm like, there's nothing new in here. Like, this, I
Yep.
already know all of this. Like, I this is one, like, I thought Disney buying the rights to Star Wars was a good thing. New Star Wars. Nope. I have got nothing new.
In keeping with that, we're getting an Obi-Wan movie.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yes, you will. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm a human being. Of course I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna like it.
Why are they doing this?
Like, you know what I would love? A Star Wars movie that is completely removed from Star Wars, from fucking Skywalkers, from Solos, from Onderan, Death Stars, Jedis. I want give me a weird little genre film inside of the Star Wars universe. That's not gonna fucking happen.
That was me spit taking.
What's this?
Yeah.
You say an interesting idea?
Can they stop doing the same fucking 30 years? Just do something else.
Go back in time. Go forward in time. Go to another place in the universe. Fucking something.
And look, I'm fine with the saga, the episode number movies being
Yeah.
about the Skywalkers.
I'm
fine
too.
with that.
I am too.
But for God's sakes, do something else. Okay, look, I love the original Obi-Wan, the old man one,
Oh yeah.
because he's basically like Space Merlin. I like the old wizard
Yeah.
type.
I mean, he's pretty openly Space Merlin.
And look, I like Ewan McGregor in the prequels. I think
Yeah.
he's good in
the
it.
best actor in the whole trilogy.
But number one, his character isn't really defined in those movies. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I mean, he's so stoic, he doesn't have a character.
Except sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's stoic, and sometimes he's not. They don't really get a rap on him. So I think we just like it because it's Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that, because I like almost anything he's in. Or at least him in anything he's in.
He's really good, isn't he?
He's so good.
Fargo Season 3, he's great.
Oh, God, I cannot wait for that to come on Hulu or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's the weakest of the seasons, but it's still a great season of TV.
I mean, the weakest of the seasons of Fargo, that means it's still going to be pretty good.
Yeah, it was still the best show I was watching. Just not as good as Season 2, which is the best to me.
I agree.
Anyway. What?
I agree.
So, I mean, look, if I don't think he's signed on yet, McGregor, but he probably will be. But what are they gonna fucking tell you in this movie that you couldn't piece together on your own?
He was in a desert for 30 years, not really doing much of anything.
They're not gonna reveal that he was a fucking cannibal, or that he was banging Aunt Peru and had to pay for her abortion. They're not gonna reveal anything interesting.
I mean, in the Clone Wars show, they showed him being in love with a woman, and how that relationship couldn't go anywhere because it was against the Jedi code. Maybe they'll do something with that, but I kind of doubt it.
I highly doubt they're gonna do anything that takes place during the prequel time period.
No. I mean, they're obviously going to do something while he's in exile on Tatooine.
Right.
But I guess that doesn't mean that he can't go to other places. I don't.
Again.
I don't care.
Like you, I will see this movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But what have they done to us?
Yeah. I mean, we're
what
abused.
What kind of sick, abusive relationship is this?
Yeah. I know the last one wasn't that good, but the next one's gonna be right. It's gonna be good, isn't it? I mean, it can't be that bad.
What have movies done to us? We're just sheep.
Yeah, I mean...
We're just lining up and giving them money, even though we're not super... I mean, look, I didn't hate Rogue One, alright? There was cool things in it, but... Again, what are they going to tell you with Obi-Wan that we don't already freaking know? And then, just as a sub thing, they might be doing a Yoda and Boba Fett movie.
What? We know what they were doing! I mean, if anything, a Boba Fett one would be good, because at least it doesn't take place with fucking space wizards.
Why do people like Boba Fett so much?
He doesn't do anything. Maybe they'll actually give him something to do.
He gets shot in the back and comedically flies into the mouth of a Sarlacc pit.
He doesn't catch Han Solo. Darth Vader gave it to him. He doesn't do anything.
People love him.
I don't know, like, because he looks cool.
He doesn't even look that. I guess that's opinion, but in a Yoda movie, who fucking cares?
Hey, do you know what the Yoda movie's gonna be? An
What?
exact remake of the Obi-Wan movie. What's
Yeah,
he
no
doing?
kidding.
Just being a hermit on a planet.
Okay, you know what I will want to see? If they make an Obi-Wan movie, I want them to have a scene where he goes to visit Uncle Owen and Aunt Peru, and I want them to at one point say, you know what I really love? Not being a charred black skeleton.
Oh yes, that'll be perfectly easy to avoid. I mean, as you can see, there's not many flammable things on this planet.
Was that supposed to be old Obi-Wan or John
Yes.
Lennon? What was that? What the fuck was that?
That was supposed to be Alec Guinness.
Stop! When you replay this, if you edit it or anything, you sounded like John Lennon.
Oh, this is not getting edited. I promise you.
Well, if you ever listen to this again.
Uh,
All right, so the last story is something I do care about. I don't know if we might have talked about it on a previous one, but they're rebooting Hellboy.
we did not talk about that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, Hellboy is one of my favorite comics
Yeah.
in general. I love that book. And I really love those first two movies, but I'm fine with them rebooting because they're not going to make a third, right?
Right. And Ron Perlman's not going to be involved, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah. I know a lot of people were like kind of upset because they thought it was like a betrayal, and they really wanted a third movie with the Guillermo del Toro universe.
It's
But
been like 13 years.
yeah,
Get
that's
over
not
it.
gonna happen. And like as much as I love those movies, they're not that much like the comics.
No.
Not that it has to be.
Right.
Again, those movies are fine on their own. They're fine. They're good. But I would like to see something a little bit closer to the comic, just for my own personal, tastes.
Mm-hmm.
So they got David Harbour from Stranger Things. He played, the sheriff. He's going to be Hellboy.
I do like him.
He's perfect, isn't he?
Yeah, God, he's one of the best actors that you go, oh, I know that guy.
Well, I just mean like he's perfect for Hellboy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I brought it up is they cast the bad guy from Deadpool, Ed Skrein or Skrain. He's gonna be like a Asian character, and that's causing a lot of controversy now. Because they're saying it's whitewashing.
I mean, he's gonna be an Asian guy.
Well, he's not going to be Asian in the movie. They're not going to have him, like, paste his eyes back. But the character is Asian in the comics, who turns into a were-jaguar, which is awesome. But yeah, it's the bad guy from Deadpool, and everyone's, like, losing their crap. I'm kind of, like, I'm of two minds on this. On one hand, maybe they should have cast an Asian actor, because any more diversity in Hollywood is a good thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's not like it's a main character, so I don't care, but maybe I would care if I was an Asian American, right? Maybe that would affect me more.
I mean, at this point, it's not like, we're sitting there putting a mask on Bruce Lee anymore. So I just don't, I don't know what's so hard about getting an Asian actor or an Asian American actor. I mean, we have Netflix. We know quite a lot of Asian actors now. His Simpson from, get any one of them. But you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty to choose from. They just pick a good one and throw them in there.
Yeah.
I realize that statement doesn't exactly sound very good on a transcript, but it comes from a place of love.
I really want this movie to do well, though.
I do
really
too.
want a new Hellboy. Except Mila Jovovich is in it, and that's a bummer because I'm not on her team.
She hasn't really done anything I've liked recently that I can think
I'm
of.
not super happy about that, but whatever. Maybe she'll be good. I don't know. I want it to be good. I hope it's awesome. I'm very excited they're making it.
Yeah. I just love Hellboy.
It's gonna be. I think it's just gonna be like a rated R horror type movie. I love all of that. I hope it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this movie.
Are you ready for the Dennis Rodman, Jean-Claude Van Damme extravaganza?
How did you hear about this movie? Where did you pull this from?
I was watching, or I was reading some Cracked article that was about the worst movies. Oh no, it was movies on Rotten Tomatoes with a 0%, and it had Simon Says, and in that same article it mentioned that it was that Simon Says was a sequel, which now you tell me it's not, to Double Team, but it mentioned Double Team in the article. So I went and saw, I was scrolling and I saw it was on Hulu, and that's whenever I gave you the choice, and we watched it.
What was my alternative? Why did I pick that one?
Because it was the choice. Because it was Dennis Rodman that made you so curious. Because the choices were Dennis Rodman and Van Damme, and Chuck Norris and a dog.
I picked wrong.
Did you?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Because I mean, yeah, this is a bad movie, but I kind of had a lot of fun with how terrible it was.
This movie's called Double Team.
This movie is called Double Team.
What's it about?
I don't know. Mickey Rourke kidnaps Van Damme's wife for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the reason was ever clear.
It stars Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dennis Rodman, one of Mickey Rourke's old faces, and a tiger that's heavily prominent in the movie.
Yeah, I was surprised that tigers had as much to do with it as they did. Really, because they show up right in the beginning, and then you just keep seeing little flashes of tigers throughout the whole movie, and at the end, why are there so many goddamn tigers in this movie?
I'm pretty sure you're giving them more credit. I think it's just one tiger they had, and they wanted to use the fuck out of it.
I mean, it did kind of. I mean, all tigers look the same.
Wow, 2017. All right, jeez.
But to be honest, I had a lot of fun with this. I mean, it's so cliched and so bad, it kind of comes back around to being a lot of fun. It's not good, don't get me wrong. When they open a movie with 8 montages of action scenes, I'm just fine. And then I keep going, you're out of the game, but we want you back in the game. I love it when they do that, the game, as if the game is a substitute for any high-profile thing you once did. I just eat that shit up like candy.
This might have been one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, come on, that's not true. Yoga hosers?
Yes, it is.
Yoga hosers?
What?
Yoga hosers?
Yeah, this was worse.
No way. No fucking way.
Yes, I was fucking miserable. This movie went by so slow. And the way they edit it, they have
oh yeah, there's a bad editor.
Every 5 seconds there's an edit, so it tricks your brain into thinking more time is passing than it actually is.
Oh yeah. And did you notice that? Huh?
So I look at the clock and I have 40 minutes left, and I'm like, how is that possible?
To me, it's really funny because. And it's not that I thought this movie moved fast. It just had all these dumb things that just kept going, ah!
I couldn't even laugh at it. I was just baffled. Okay, you would know this better than I do. What's the appeal of Jean-Claude Van Damme? What's his shtick?
To me, he's the better version of Steven Seagal.
Is that how he talks?
Yes, he's Belgian.
That wasn't a character choice. That's how the actor talks.
Wait, no, he's not. Yeah, he is from Belgium. Yeah, he's from Belgium. And much like Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's perfectly normal for somebody with that accent to be an American.
He sounds like a somewhat more competent Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
Kind of.
Like Tommy Wiseau's somewhat more competent older brother, but like, I don't like. Why was this made? Who was this for? Like, so Jean-Claude Van Damme is like an agent. Plays Jack Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone thinks he dies, I guess, and
and he goes to the island of misfit agents.
At like the weirdest fucking carnival I've ever seen.
Yeah, like I kept going like, who's attending this carnival? Like there's so much fog around, and there's a bunch of weird tigers and shit.
It's a tiger. So there's a shootout, and then Mickey Rourke's wife and kid get killed, which I kind of think was a little bit his fault.
Yeah, I do too.
So then Jean-Claude Van Damme is like assumed dead, and he's put in this like called the Colony with other dead agents and terrorists that people think are dead, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
But they keep doing the work they could be doing if they were just assumed to be alive.
Yeah, the anti-terrorist network is just a bunch of old has-beens in a room.
Why was...
I don't know, but it was funny.
And they have to scan their thumbs every, like, 2 hours or something?
Yeah, like, as if the laser grid in the water wasn't enough.
When he cut off his own thumbprint to escape the room, I just kept thinking of that scene in Arrested Development when they had the two coolers, and they're like, it buys you, like, 5 seconds, and Job's like, it buys me all the time in the world. Like, he cuts off his thumb to trick the machine, and I'm like, but they're gonna realize he's missing still and he doesn't show up to his job, like...
Yeah, I know.
And then Dennis Rodman plays himself.
Kind of, yeah.
Hanging out in a place I assume he would hang out in.
I know. What was he, like... you know what I thought? As soon as they went to Italy, I'm like, Dennis Rodman's hair is like Rorschach's mask. It just keeps changing color.
In every scene, it's a different color.
Yeah, when they got to Italy, it was like purple, but then later in Italy, it was this like light green, and then when they're in the final fight scene, it was a dark green. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Why is he taking the time to do that?
Yeah, like, dude, there's shit at stake, and you're dyeing your hair.
But he plays like an arms dealer.
Who's ambiguously gay.
Was he?
I don't know, like, everyone he was with was gay and weird looking.
He hung out in some, like, drag queen scuba diving strip club.
Yeah, like, it was like a 90s goth transvestite bar that was just like the size of a living room. Like, I just kept like, what is this place?
So he plays an arms dealer that in most movies would only have the one scene where he gets the weapons. He's like, ooh, he's a charismatic arms dealer. No, he comes back at the end. He is the team in the double team.
Yeah, like, the double team part doesn't actually happen until, like, the last act.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really, like, did you notice how many basketball puns he kept making?
Yes, come on. I don't even play basketball, and I caught all the basketball puns. I know nothing about sports. I got those puns.
It's time to kick some ice.
I'm honest. I'm being dead serious with you. I was shocked that the ending did not have some kind of scene where he needed to dunk a bomb into some kind of, like, destruction thing. Like, I'm shocked they didn't have that scene.
I was half expecting that too. Like, I was expecting a better basketball pun when the suit Van Damme was wearing turned into a basketball and landed on the ground.
The parachute thing?
Yeah, it was like, obviously it turned into a giant basketball.
It wasn't even a parachute. It just wrapped around him and fell on the floor.
Like,
it broke apart really easily, too.
I just kept wondering, like, how is that going to work?
And then I was like, why would you question that? Why would you question that logic? There are, like, lines in this movie that I can't tell if are pure genius or written by a madman. Outside of the basketball puns, one of them is... Okay, so Jean-Claude Van Damme is talking about the villain Stavros, played by Mickey Rourke's old face, and he says that this Stavros is like the snake. If you look into his eyes, he'll get you in the back.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one either.
What the fuck does that mean?
What is it? Like, Dennis, do you have eyes in the back of your head or something? What's going on here, man?
If you look into a snake's eyes, he'll get you in the back. What the fuck? And then there's another line where he asks Dennis Rodman, can you fly a plane? And Dennis Rodman says, like a bird?
Yeah, I don't...
Birds don't fly.
Birds don't fly like planes!
It's not that they can fly like planes. They can't fly planes. That makes no sense.
I can fly a plane like an aviator. That makes more sense.
Understand how animals work. And then there's basketball puns like, it's time for me to get off the bench. Or like, you're out of the game. 2-pointers. Like, it was so bad.
Oh man, but it was so much fun. It's so much fun to me.
It was not fun.
Like, you have Jean-Claude Van Damme, who has killed a slew of people, all trying to kill him. The one woman that shoots at him, he's like, no, I cannot kill a woman. And he just feels bad for him. Like, what's the difference?
There's cyber monks in this movie.
I laughed.
So like this. Okay, another weird dialogue scene is he's like, Dennis Rodman's like, oh, we'll go to my brother, and he's like, do you have a brother? He's like, I've got a brother. Why were you surprised that he has family?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Like, I was half expecting that to turn into a black joke.
Maybe it was meant to be like that, but he's like, you have a brother? I got a brother. You have a brother? I've got a brother. Why is that hard for you to believe, Van Damme? What about him makes you think he's an only child?
I have a brother. You have a brother? Yes, goddammit, what did I say?
Oh my god. And like, the ending for this movie was... I can't tell if it was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen or the best thing I've ever seen.
It was so gloriously stupid.
Okay, well, before we get to that, what about, like, the weird abandoned hospital full of babies?
Yeah, that was really weird. That was really weird.
All the glass in this movie is made of, like, easily breakable candy glass.
Yeah, this movie hates glass. It's like that scene from The Jerk. Get away from the glass! This movie hates glass!
The guy who hires him, the guy who's like, time to get back in the game, or whatever that bullshit was, the guy who hires him gets locked into the car with a bomb. The bomb is set for a minute. He locks himself in his own car and blows up and dies.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, open the fucking door.
He had a minute.
Break the glass. Do something.
Or open the fucking door and walk out of there. You could have walked away from that and been fine.
Oh, man. This movie was so much fun.
Just stop it, it wasn't. So the ending, right?
Uh-huh.
The ending has Jean-Claude Van Damme goes to this, like, Roman, this, like,
it's the Colosseum.
Thing. That's where it was?
That's what I thought.
Well, it takes place there. And Mickey Rourke has... Jean-Claude Van Damme's wife is pregnant. And then she gets kidnapped and gives birth to a baby. Which doesn't really go anywhere. Because she doesn't even come back at the end, does she? Like, we don't see her after that, really.
No.
So Jean-Claude Van Damme goes to this Colosseum, and there's mines in the ground, but he marked the mines with crosses, kind of defeating the purpose of burying mines.
Yeah, the point of a mine is to hide it. Why did you mark the place where they were going to be?
And all three main characters step on a mine at one point. These dumbasses all managed to do it. One of them ends up not being a mine because Dennis Rodman switched him out at one point where I have no idea when that could have happened.
Yeah, it just... that's a running theme in this movie. Like, a lot of things seem to happen in between the takes.
I think if in order for this movie to make sense, you have to assume that they have the time-traveling phone booth from Bill and Ted, and they told themselves to remember to do something so it'll get done later.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this movie.
Like, Dennis Rodman's just like, oh, hey, just remember to come back in time and switch the mines around. Okay, and then the next scene's there without any question. And then, like, so Mickey Rourke is standing in the middle of this ruin with mines marked by crosses, with a baby, and then the tiger comes back.
Yeah, why didn't the tiger eat the baby?
I don't... Why did he have the tiger?
Why not? Did he have any connection to the tiger at all?
No!
Like, the tiger was just there at the carnival, and it's like the people making the movie was go, hey, do you know what'd be really cool? If there was a fucking tiger.
Good thing we got a fucking tiger. And then, like, there's a scene where Dennis Rodman's getting his hair fixed, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme was like, who does your hair? Siegfried Roy. What? How does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know. And, like,
because they're gay?
Yeah, and, like, the first thing that happens when he meets Rodman is he's getting his belly button pierced. And
right.
It slips or whatever, and Van Damme goes, ooh, that must have hurt. And I don't know, he just turned German. But, like, Rodman's like, he just sticks out his tongue and goes, nah, that hurt, baby. And then, like, something about, like, his nipples or something. Like, I don't... Why do I need to look at Rodman's weirdness?
Yeah. All of his scenes, I feel like he wrote them himself.
Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. Like, I feel like part of his writer was, I get to do my character how I want.
I didn't even get the end. I didn't get most of it, but, like, so the way it ends, you think that the guy who hired him in the colony is going to kill him or something, but then he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because Rodman flips a coin and smoke comes out of it.
Yeah, like, I was expecting, I kind of felt like the guy didn't even want to kill him. Like, he was just going to take the hair and shit and just fuck off, but...
That seemed like a good deal, right? Just give him the hair and the shirt?
Yeah, and then Rodman flips the coin, and then much like the chase scene from the very beginning of the movie, when Van Damme gets away, they just go, oh, well.
And then it seems like they're in cahoots, I guess?
Yeah, like, what?
And then Dennis Rodman, doesn't he allude to the fact that he wants to disappear?
Yeah, I kind of feel like somewhere in someone's basement, there's like 10 minutes of lost footage from this movie.
Why did he want to? Who did he want to disappear from? His transvestite friends? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. And he just walks back into the Coliseum, which is on fire, and goes, they'll probably blame me for this shit too. I'm like, well, yeah, you're walking into the Coliseum. You could have just left.
How terrible was, like, the voiceover stuff in this?
Oh, God, the ADR was horrible.
When you could see people's mouths shut,
yes,
but audio was still playing.
Yeah, like, when Rodman's tongue is out, when he's telling about his tongue piercing, when his tongue is fully out of his mouth, you hear him talk perfectly.
What? And were any of the lines good enough that you... Can you imagine them being like, you know what, this scene needs something else. Let's get some dialogue in here. Let's add this line. None of them were good.
Yeah, I've seen worse, but I've also seen way better in a bad action movie.
I have not seen worse. This was awful. Like, I don't... And then the ending is like him rapping.
Yeah, that was so weird. Like, as soon as the credits just roll, I text you, I'm like, what is this?
Although I kind of expected that to happen.
I wasn't expecting, some beautiful symphony, but I was not expecting that.
This movie just baffled me. Like, I don't... Who made this? For what purpose? Like, was someone dared to make a movie with Dennis Rodman?
I don't know.
And then it just... Okay, and, like... So, again, so the ending... he has to give him a piece of his hair and his shirt. Why would he? If he does that, he'll live. Why would he not just do that? And then it just kind of ends, right? It just stops.
Yeah, like the movie has no. It has no, like, meeting up with the family and
Nope.
life returning back to normal because, by the way, Van Damme is still a fugitive.
Well, he's still technically dead.
Yeah, but like the people on the island know he disappeared.
Yeah, but then if that guy's working with Rodman at the end, isn't he gonna like let him off the hook or something?
Was
Why
he
am I
working for
questioning
Rodman
this?
though?
Who gives a fuck? Why am I looking for deeper meaning in this hunk of garbage?
You see, what this movie was really about was the Serbian genocide of 1914.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, didn't you get that?
And the thing is, you hadn't even seen this movie.
Nope.
So, is this the first movie that you've picked that you hadn't previously seen?
No. I did until like 2 others.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask because I've done that a few times. And I always hate myself afterwards. Were you satisfied with your pick?
Yes.
God damn it.
Because it's a whole lot better than us going. It wasn't funny. I don't know who this was made for. It wasn't funny. Like, come on. Like, there's some funny shit that happened in this movie, and just pure odd shit to talk about.
There was a moment in the movie where I started to wonder if maybe it was a comedy the whole time. Like they knew it was bad, and I didn't realize it. Is when he's fighting the ninja, and the ninja throws his shoes, and then like has a blade in his toes.
Yeah, that was so weird. I forgot about that. Like, dude, why don't you just put it in your hand?
When that part happened, I was like, is this actually a comedy? Like, they know it's bad, and I didn't realize it until this point?
Like, that was... I gotta say, they got me with that one, because I was not expecting that.
There's no way you could have seen that coming, alright? That doesn't make it good.
It's like, you're sitting there just watching this, all of a sudden you go, you know what this movie really needs? Some guy knife fighting with his feet.
And then, like, okay, so Jean-Claude Van Damme is at this, like, super secret spy place, and then he just starts working out in his bedroom using a doorway and a bathtub. They don't have a fucking gym there? Oh, God. And then, when he's on the island, and they explain to him that it's full of dead people, he still, like, is surprised, and he keeps seeing people there. He's like, wait a minute, you died during this year. Yeah, it's full of dead people, you dumbass. And then the next scene is like, but you died. Why is he still shocked by this concept?
Yeah, like, I feel like after the first one, it should have been... Or it should have been something like, oh, I thought you died. How are you?
But no, he's genuinely shocked each time.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, I am so satisfied that we watched this.
I really hated this movie. Like, I had to take a break from it to go watch the fight, which I didn't want to do, but, like, I was dreading coming home knowing I had, like, 40 minutes left on that fucker. I got, like, nothing else to say about it.
I do.
Oh, God.
Wasn't it really, like, cool that Coca-Cola used to make indestructible vending machines?
Oh, God, yes. In order to survive an explosion of flames that consumes both sides of them, they hide behind a Coca-Cola machine.
Doesn't
it start shooting Cokes out randomly?
I don't think so.
But it blows up, and then, like, Coke is flying everywhere, Coke cans.
Yeah, like, this explosion brought to you by Coke. Like, and it's not like there's product placement that I could notice in the rest of the movie.
Just for Dennis Rodman's hairstylist.
It's like they ran out of money for the last scene, or like, who can we get? Coke will do it. This movie was so weird.
I don't get the idea behind it. And apparently the director, I wrote it down here, Sue Hark. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Apparently, he's like a big-time Hong Kong director.
That honestly does not surprise me.
But if he's big over there, how did he? I mean, maybe what we like is different, I guess. But Jesus, this movie it was directed horribly. There wasn't any good There was a scene in the carnival fight when it just you know what I'm talking about? When there's like a guy's running at him with a gun and it just stops and starts.
Yes.
And it never happens again. Why did that happen?
Did you notice when the dude had the briefcase machine gun thing, which admittedly kind of cool.
No, it wasn't.
Like when he was firing the gun, there were bullets literally all around the room. Like, you see the little movie sparks fly everywhere. Like, he's pointing forward, but there are bullet marks everywhere around the room. Like, I don't... Except, like, by the way, except for where he's actually aiming. It was just, like, movie, what is your deal?
I didn't like anything about this movie, except I thought that the baby was cute. I will say that.
His baby was pretty adorable.
I was like, that's a cute baby. But other than that, it did not make the movie worth it.
Let's see. Cybermonks, hair color.
And they never come back.
No, they don't. Cybermonks.
That's his brothers, by the way. When he's talking about, I got a brother, he meant cybermonks.
Yeah, because that's what immediately followed.
How did he meet them? Who are they? Why were they looking at porn at one point?
Like, you know how, there's, Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome or whatever?
Yeah.
Double Team, Beyond Stupid.
Is double team, is that a basketball term?
I think it's a term for, like, a lot of things.
I feel like it's probably a basketball term.
Probably.
Yeah, this was a piece of garbage. This is a flaming Coke piece of garbage.
Yes, it is. With constantly changing hair.
I hate Dennis Rodman. Like, I never felt anything for him. The only thing I really remember about him is for some reason the image of him in a wedding dress, is in my mind.
Yeah, me too.
But
why? I don't know, but I'm sure if I looked it up, I'd figure it out or have more questions. So, Christian, what movie are we watching?
Well, I sent you a text last night asking if you'd seen Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland.
Are we watching it?
Nope, we're watching the sequel. It's okay.
I hated that. I did. I thought you were talking about the sequel. I did
really?
not. Yeah, I did not like Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland at all.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I did not like it whatsoever.
I think it's got a few cool things about it, but overall it's not a great movie.
God, why do they work with each other?
Yeah, I'm somewhat of a Tim Burton apologist, because I do like his movies.
Like, I like his movies when there's someone around to tell him no.
I like pretty much all of his movies, except for, Alice in Wonderland, even though I think it's not good, there are things I like about it. I like the girl playing Alice, I like the look of the movie, I like the Red Queen.
Name me 15 things.
You know that I can. But he didn't direct the sequel, it's somebody else.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but yeah, we're watching Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Ugh. What thing is it on?
Netflix.
Netflix? Ugh. God damn it.
Does that make it worse?
Because, I know my parents had to cancel Amazon Prime, so I was going to be like, haha, we can't watch it.
I just let you use my Amazon Prime account.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, you know what? The Tick is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I need to watch it, so hopefully my parents did not cancel it.
It's really good. If not, just let me know. You can use my account.
Okay.
But,
Alice
yes,
Through the Looking Glass.
You know, I saw Alice Through the Looking Glass by myself on like a Saturday afternoon in a theater.
Jesus, your life sucks.
I know. I thought about that during the movie. You're gonna hate it.
Oh, I have no doubt because I fucking hated the first one.
It's way, way worse.
Impossible.
Nope, it's way fucking worse. Okay, Johnny Depp in the first movie, I did not like his version of the Mad Hatter, but it didn't ruin it for me. He's insufferable in the second movie.
Oh my god. So I thought he was insufferable in the first one.
Oh, he's basically the main character in the second one.
Ugh. Why is it called Alice Through the Looking Glass then? But as I am looking at the poster, he is front and center with Alice somewhere in the back just doing her own thing.
Yeah, this will make me happy. This will be somewhat of a respite. I'll feel good about this.
You know, I feel like we should do a mini episode of Cool Cat. like you know what's funny about Cool Cat? For those of you who do not know, Cool Cat Saves the Kids is one of the strangest, most misguided PSAs ever created, and it's quite entertaining. And we should do either a commentary, which I would love to, or at least a mini episode just on Cool Cat.
I agree. Yeah, we gotta do something about that.
Oh man, that's just so much damn fun. Ugh. Well, that's
Through the Looking Glass.
Through the Looking Glass.
Get ready to hate Sacha Baron Cohen if you didn't already.
I don't mind him.
You will hate him.
Well, we should still do a commentary of Double Team.
Yeah, no, I'm not done with this. Yeah, at some point we will do a commentary on this movie.
Good. Alright, well, everybody tune in next time for Alice Through the Bullshit. And, so, have a great day, Christian.
You too.
Alright.